Good evening, this is your 28storms.com cyclone update for Friday, the 2nd of December. The U.S. Joint Typhoon Warning Center is monitoring a tropical disturbance to the southwest of Indonesia, and they are giving it a low chance of development within the next 24 hours. The Bureau of Meteorology Western Region is also giving the same low a moderate chance of development by Sunday and Monday. Convection, while still disorganized, is on the increase in that area. And while the upper-level winds are still currently too strong for any continued tropical cyclone development, the mid-level ridge over the Bay of Bengal is continuing to move more toward the west, and some of the stronger westerly shear over the southern Indian Ocean should also begin moving west along with it. The latest low-level vorticity shows that the vorticity max really has not strengthened all that much within the last 24 hours, but this is the area to monitor for any sign of tropical development, and this is just another perspective of the wind shear. Again, there's the mid-level ridge continuing to move more toward the west, and we do see some increasing ridging to the south here, and that's also being denoted by some of the darker blue colors just to the south of where the tropical low is currently forming. And again, these upper level winds should begin to relax, and we are already beginning to see signs of that as being indicated by those dashed blue lines. The 0Z run of the GFS model is showing the area of low pressure beginning to take advantage of the improving upper level conditions, and the model develops this storm into a tropical cyclone, and then it begins to show more of an east-southeast movement as we go all the way through day 7 and into day 8. But even if this forecast were to verify, it is still unlikely that this tropical cyclone would directly impact Australia. As it is toward the end of this animation, the low is beginning to move more toward the south into cooler water temperatures. Also notice that the model is attempting to develop a second low to the east of Madagascar along with the same surface trough, and this cannot be ruled out, especially since the active pulse of the MJO is still present over the Indian Ocean. Meanwhile, the latest run of the ECMWF is forecasting a similar setup across the southern Indian Ocean. Our tropical disturbance to the southwest of Indonesia does steadily intensify into a minimal tropical cyclone, but as suggested just a moment ago, it is unlikely that this storm would impact Australia, and the European is also showing this storm recurving well to the west of the coastline into much cooler water temperatures. And also, the European model is a lot more aggressive with the development of that potential second cyclone to the northeast of Madagascar as we go into day 9 and day 10. In the meantime, much of the Coral Sea and South Pacific continues to be quiet, and we do think that there could be some potential out in this area as we go into mid-December as the active pulse of the MGO begins to spread eastward. But as of right now, we're not seeing any signs of tropical activity within the next 7 days in this area. So that just sums up what's going on in the tropics on this Friday evening. Of course, we will continue to update the videos throughout the weekend, especially in the event that anything changes. So thank you for following 28storms.com. We'll have another video posted at 28storms.com/cyclone by this time tomorrow.